Hey guys, welcome to our YouTube channel Mainframe Girls. Today we are here to explain you about the navigation part in Mainframe. How do you move from one panel to another panel, and how do you scroll up and down? How do you do left and right? Here we use that is function keys. So the main part here, the important part in Mainframe panels is the function keys. Every function key has its own rule and own definition, and each account or each client or each company can make their own rules, but there are some default rules which we use normally. How do you go up and down? How do you do left and right? So on upcoming video I'll be explaining you how do the function keys work.
Okay, let me tell you about the function keys, the use of function keys in the mainframe panels, how they are reducing our work, how easier they are making our work. To know what each and every function keys do, you have to give a command pf show, which means program function key show on. When you give that, it will show all the function keys below, like all the function keys which can be active for that particular panel. It will be showing here, and you can use it one by one. I'll explain you one by one what they are and how they are used. Coming to F1, F1 is used for help key. F1 is a help key where you can see one by one what is the exact definition of each option here. Like if you have a doubt, if you don't know what the panel is exactly, you have to give F1. If you want to know what is option 2, you have to just give F1. It will show, okay, you have to go option 2. Okay, you have to give option 2 and enter again. It will say what are all things you can do in option 2. So like that you can give F1 and you can learn easily without anyone's. As I told you, this is a self-learning panel. Mainframe panel is self-learning. If you're going to any of the panel, you can just give F1 and learn what it can do in that particular panel. Coming to F2, F2 is used for split. Split is something like you can use in a phone, you can use a WhatsApp and YouTube at one time, and two parts at one time. In the same way, if this is the first screen, here you can select another one and you can open this screen. This is an another screen. So in the same way, you can select another screen again. So this is how you can use 2 to 3 screens in the fast for making your work faster. You can use one screen here, and again you can click here and open this screen here. It's like that. Faster you can do that. And if you want to come out of split, you have to put your cursor in the end of the screen and give F2. You can come out of that screen. And F3 is for coming back. See, now I'm giving F3, it will be coming to the front screen, starting screen. So whenever you want to go back to the previous screen, you have to give F3. F3 will return you to the previous screen. Okay, so see, start will open another new panel every time. Start will open a new panel. So when I'm giving a start, see, you can see a new window bar opened here. It's like same Windows, but here Windows, how the tabs are there in the top, here it is present in the bottom. This is called swap bar, where you can see all the tabs which are opened and what works you can be doing in it. So if you want F3, if you see, if particularly if I am in this screen, the star signifies that you're in which screen, it will signifies a star there. So if I give F3, it is coming into the next screen. This screen means that screen is closed, because this is the starting screen. ISPF screen is the starting screen for the mainframe. So that screen is closed and then it came to another screen. If I give then comes to F4. F4 is not defined here. Most of the accounts, these are default things, which default function keys which are defined for every account or every client or every mainframe panel. F4, some people define it, some people won't define it. What F4 do statistically is, let me show you. F4 will bring the screen to a first screen. If see here, command is not active, but normally F4 will bring the panel to the first screen. It means if you are in any of the screens, if you give F4, all the screens will be closed and you will be coming into the first screen. It's like pressing a middle, like pressing a um, middle button in a phone. Like if you press the menu button in the phone, it will just pop up to the main screen. It's like the same. It's like same. If you give F4, it will be giving here. It's not active, but F4 will bring you to the first screen. So coming to F5, F5 is something if you have a long paragraph, and if that long paragraph, if you want to search something, you give F space, and if you want to search something, Mainframe Girls. If you want to, like I give like F space Mainframe Girls, invalid option, because there's nothing here. If there is a log, or if there is some log paragraphs or long data where you have to search something, you give this command F space, that particular word which you have to search. And if you give enter, you don't need to give that command again and again and again. What F5 will do is, if you give you have to give that F space command only once. You have to press F5 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 again and again. It will be searching that same. It's like if that particular word is there for a multiple times, and if it is showing it will be, when you have given first time F space Mainframe Girls, it will show the first time where it is showing in that particular data. If you're giving F5 again, it will be showing the second occurrence where it is there. If you're giving F5 again, it will be showing the third occurrence where it is there. So like that F5 is used. And F6 is also not defined here. F6 is used to change command. Is like something, if you have typed something over here, and if you pressed F6, whatever you typed here, it will be gone, and it will be like it will be changing that part. F6 is used to change that particular part. So what is there in the command line, you can change it. And F7 is most of the time the particular function keys which you use in the mainframe panel are F7 F8. F7 F8, because F7 is used to go up and F8 is used to go down. So F7, if you see, if I see top of the data, it says, because this is the top of data, so it is saying top of the data. If I give F8, it will say end of the data, because in this panel you have only 0 to 11, only these options are there. So it will be saying F7. When I'm clicking F7, it is saying this is the top of data, and when I'm clicking F8, it is saying end of the data. So let me go to this panel. See, if I come here, see again F7, see F7, this is top of data. So it is showing, see, when it says more plus, means there is more data bottom. You have to see what is there in the bottom. So give F plus F8. If you give F8, it is coming to the bottom of data. F7 again going top, F8 going down. So most of the time, to move between the files, move in the log, or move between some of the data which is there in the file, you will be pressing F7 F8. It's not like scrolling which you do in the normal Windows panel. Here you have to use F7 and F8. And after that, the normal thing, like when you want in normal system, when you want to move from one tab to another tab, what you will be doing, you will be doing a Windows T, and you'll be searching, and you will be moving from one tab to another tab. Here in mainframe panel, if you want to swap between two panels, you have to give F9. F9 will move you from one panel to another panel. See, if you see the star, it will be moving. See, so see F9, now it is in this panel. F9 again this panel. So the last two panels what you have opened, that two panels you can swap and do the work faster. If you have only two panels open, it will be faster. If there are more panels, you have to set that which two panels you have to go or navigate first. See, if you see the star here, it is moving from this panel to again this panel. See this panel. So when you and if you are pressing a function key, first it will go to the home option. Home means the place where the command line is mentioned. This is the command line, so it will go to this option FC. It will be going here. It will be, see, if I am putting my cursor here, it will press this. So okay, like this, and this plus symbol what you're seeing, it will be easier to because in mainframe, if this is not there, you don't know which option you're selecting, so which log you're selecting. So this plus will help a lot, but for that you have to give control home. If you did that, it will be not shown. Then you have to select, you have to do this line checking going near to the screen. So avoid that, control home. It will give you this plus, which will be easier for the navigation part or selecting what is exactly there in that particular line, to which line it implicates. Okay, where I am. So when I am telling you about F10 and F11, so F7 is done, F8 is done, F9 is done. So now I'm telling you about F10 and F11. So here when it is F10 and F11, it is important same like F7 and F8, because F7 and F8, like I have told you, F7 is for going up and F8 is going for down. In the same way, F10 and F11 are used for going left and right. So if there is a big file, if you want to move that file from left to right, right to left, you will be using F10 and F11. And F12, the last one, but last one is used for retrieving the data. Here at this present it says F12 is cancel, but normally F12 is used for retrieving the data. Means suppose if you have typed that command, okay, typed some command and given enter. Okay, normally this is not there here, but if you are given some command and have given enter, then what it says is you have to what do we say, that F12 will give you the last. If you press F12 again, it will give you the last command, last in first out commands, all the last commands which you have given, last command. Then if you give F12 again, it will give you the previous command, again F12 again, it'll give you the previous command. The same way it will be giving this all these commands. If you want, if after working almost after 1 year, now I don't need all this, I don't need this help panel here. So normally if I don't need, I need more space, so I do pf show off. So I don't need that, I just need like this, so I work like this here. And for this also, this is called swap bar. If you don't need, normally swap bar is needed. If swap bar is not needed, you do swap bar off, it'll be gone. So it will be difficult for you to searching. So swap bar on, you can search again. This bars you can. So X all will bring you to the first screen. So this is the end of data. F3, I gave just F3, it came to this panel. So that's how it will be. So that's how the function keys. So basic things which you have to remember, the most important things which you have to remember are, uh, let me do pf show on. More remember are F7, F8, which you use so much, F3 almost all the time, because you have to come back wherever you go, you have to come back. So you have to use F3 almost every time. F3 to come back, F7, F8 to up and down, F10, F11 to left and right. That is the most important things you use. F5 to search something. If you are searching something, F5 you have given command, you there is no need of giving again F space something, F space something, F space something. You have to just give F space something at once, and again you can give just F5, F5, F5. By default it will be giving the same command again and again. F12 is to search. F12 is to give all the commands what you have given, almost last in first out commands all. From the last command it will be going to the top. If you have any doubt on the screen, you just have to press F1 and you will be so clarified that what F1 to know what about the each options, what each panel is doing. Every panel details will be there in the F1. You have to go into that panel, put the cursor there, press F1. That's it. You will be doing your self learning there. So that's it about the function keys.